about the various data quality checks that we are going to perform. The first one is the integrity check. It comprises of primary key, foreign key, and bridge key. Primary key is nothing but an identifier of unique records in the dataset. So for our dataset of line item, we have a combination of order key, part key, supply key, and line number as the primary key. Coming to the foreign key, we check whether the corresponding table order has the order key valid or not. For example, we write a description here, valid order. We choose the reference column as orders. We choose the reference key as order key, and then we go ahead and save it. Similarly, we'll define the foreign key definition for L part key. We'll select the part table, the part key column from there, and save it. Same goes for the supply key. Go to the supplier, check the supplier option and save it. Now coming to the bridge key, it is used to verify the integrity check based on the combination of two columns. For example, if we want to verify that the parts are supplied by the right supplier, we're going to click on the plus button here. We have given the rule description as bridge check. We'll select the table as part supplier, and then we are going to select our bridge columns as part key and supplier key and the corresponding source columns. And we go ahead and save this. So our integrity check definition is done now. Coming to the second check of the data quality check, which is nothing but the attribute check. So as we can see, attribute check comprises of dictionary, range, pattern, and expression. Coming to dictionary, it is nothing but it defines a list of values, which is, the column value should only contain these particular values. So this is how we go ahead to define a dictionary. We click on the plus option. We go on the add dictionary option. We give any dictionary name. We give a description. Then we upload a CSV file where we have already defined the list of values for that particular column. So we can see here for the line status column, this is the list of values which we are expecting as the column values. So we go ahead and save it. So we can see that the dictionary name is already popping up corresponding to the dictionary option. For dictionary column, we select the column name on which we want to apply this dictionary. Then we can see that the values are also shown here. Then we go ahead and save it. After dictionary, we come to the range check on the columns. Range is nothing but a mathematical or logical check on the range of values allowed for any particular column. For example, we are going to apply a range check on the L quantity option. So we want that the values in the L quantity column should always be positive. So we choose the greater than symbol and then we give the value as 0. So basically the definition of this is that the values in L quantity column should be greater than 0. So we go ahead and save this. Coming to the pattern check, which is nothing but a regular expression that we would like to apply on the values of a particular column. So for example, for L ship mode, we would like to apply a pattern check. So if we come to the pattern option drop down menu, we see we have these following options, which is starts with, ends with, contains, starts and ends with, and custom. If you select custom, then you can write your own custom pattern here. But for this demo, we are going to select starts with. We are going to enter air, for example. We are going to click on verify. Once it has been validated, we will go and save it. The expression option. Here we basically define the SQL expression that we directly want to apply on the values of the column. For example, for L part key, we want to apply length of part key greater than 5 option. So we want to click on verify. Once it has been validated, we are going to save it. Now we come to the third part of our data quality check, which is the functional check. So functional check comprises of paired and relation checks. So for paired, for example, paired is nothing but a relationship description between two columns. For example, the LHS column is L quantity here and we will select a RHS column, for example, the extended price, and then we select the pair type, which we have three options: mutually exclusive, implied, or value. Implied is nothing but expresses a direct relationship between the two columns. For example, if the value of L quantity is present, then the value of L extended price must be present. Similarly, if L quantity is null, L extended price must be null. Mutually exclusive is just the reverse of implied, and value is a description between the relationship between the two columns. For this case, we are going to select the implied pair type. We are going to save it. Then we'll see the demonstration of another pair type as well. We'll click on the plus option corresponding to line status, and we'll select the return flag here. Now for the pair type, we are going to select value. For value, we'll upload the CSV file in which the relationship value is described. So if we see here, the relationship is, if, for example, the value of line status in a record is F, then the return flag value must be A, and so on and so forth. We'll go ahead and save this. And now we are done with our paired check. Now coming to the relation check, which is nothing but the mathematical or logical relationship between any two columns. We'll define a relation check to further explain. So for example, our LHS column is L discount and the RHS is L extended price. We can select any of the below options to describe a relationship between these two columns. Here we are going to select less than equal to. Then we are going to go ahead and save it. Now we come to the last part of data quality definition, which is advanced rules. Advanced rules is basically a set of rules written in an Excel file, and we would like to apply all the SQL rules at one shot to our database. So this is how we proceed with it. We click on the upload option. We select our Excel file where we have the data quality rules written. Then we have this valid all rules, which will validate all the SQL written at one shot, or we can go ahead and validate the SQLs one by one, which is what we're going to do here. So the first SQL is validated. The second SQL is also validated. If we do not want a particular rule, we can go ahead and delete it, but we'll leave it here for now. Once you click on the close option, the rules described below will be saved in your data quality check. But that comes to an end of the definition of data quality rules. But one very important point to remember is that we must click on the save option to save all the data quality definition that we described right now. Once we click on the save option, our data quality check definition has been saved for our use.